Do you remember that video of Zandile and that guy from the Department of Education where they were kind of going back and forth? I don't know if you've noticed there, but it seems to me that Zandile does not know the Constitution of South Africa. And it's clear by now that she doesn't even know the law, even the law and the Constitution in relation to education. Did you notice something of, or you didn't notice anything?
No, I did notice, like, with her actions when when that guy was trying to tell her something, and then she was also not listening to that guy.
Mm.
And then there was a point where the guy was like, "No, you're adding your own things here."
Mm-hmm.
So I could tell that there's some things that she does not know and she's not aware.
Yeah, man, because I've realized that these people are just going with populist trending things. They are not necessarily approaching the things they do by law and by the book.
Yes.
Hence maybe the reason why they never sustain the things they claim they fight for, because they end up realizing it's like the law doesn't even if they had to win a battle, but they broke the law. So
Yes.
according to the law,
You
it
didn't
didn't do
win.
anything. So I want to read something to you guys to understand something very crazy about the law of South Africa. This will blow your mind. Watch this. Constitutional right, ne? The South African Constitution, Section 29, guarantees everyone the right to basic education. That means every child who lives in South Africa or foreign, has the right to attend school. Schools cannot refuse admission based on nationality, language, race, or parents' legal status. And then the Department of Basic Education Policy, the DBE policy, the admission policy for ordinary public schools, 1998. State, why is it saying state here? Oh, the policy states that a learner may not be refused admission to a public school on the grounds that his or her parents are unable to pay or does not have documentation. So even undocumented children, like those of asylum seekers or migrants, must be allowed to enroll. This is coming from the admission policy for ordinary public school. Uh, yeah, admission policy for ordinary public school. The Department of Education policy, the DBE, 1998. That's what it says.
Wow.
So this, of course, this is paraphrased and explained in a more understandable way. But you can see already what they're telling you the Constitution of South Africa is saying.
Yes. It's clear.
It's clear. It's clear that, and I would hope that she, because even by the questions she's asking there,
Yes.
she doesn't even seem to know this information because she wants to villainize the principals. She's asking the question then, so that means the principals are complicit in crime. That means the principals are breaking the law.
And at the end, she's talking about Ankere. They say us we are crazy, so they should take their kids to a private school. We don't have a problem. Like, does she even know the law? If she knows this law, then she has nothing to do with going to schools. I think she should be stopped, man.
But I think it goes to show you that many people in South Africa are so desperate for leadership and they will just choose anyone, even uneducated people.
Yes.
They will just choose people who don't even have basic understanding of basic law. Pella, this is a person, you can't even make an excuse and say, no, she's black, she shouldn't no, stop with the excuses. Stop with that. The law was written in English. No. Stop with all of that. They can't even make those excuses.
She should translate it to Zulu then.
No, she should even know it by English. Because she wants to run the country, she wants to represent people. She should know it by English because English is the language people speak. And the law is written in English in an understandable way. So she and her ignorant supporters don't have any excuses. It's clear by now that she doesn't know anything about the law and the constitution. She's just going with things she doesn't know what she's doing. She's breaking a lot of laws.
She is. And I feel like people around her are also uneducated, because if they were educated about the constitution, they were gonna call her out.
It's a bunch of people who are uneducated. You know where I realized that these people are so ignorant and they are so comfortable. They are so comfortable with ignorance to the point whereby they would make so much excuses for her for not knowing frontline state. There's amount of excuses these people made. It just shows you that, damn, our country is cooked, man.
For real, like, I really didn't like the fact that when she's like, oh, my South Africans people, that means they're not gonna go to schools because the schools will be full with foreigners.
She just wanted to say that for popularity contest on social media.
It's like, oh, now I see you guys are not for South Africans, clearly.
Yeah, she's saying that now she's trying to villainize that guy who is representing the department, and that guy is genuinely explaining to her the law.
And he was like, that means he knows the law. That means like, are you adding your own things?
Yeah, now? He's even telling her, now it seems like you're adding your own things because that has nothing to do with what the law says. And she does add her own things. She's genuinely clueless. Like, now I can confirm, now I'm sure this lady does not know anything.
She's so ignorant.
And people are saying that it doesn't matter if you're ignorant as long as you're active. But we ask you, how is she active? And would you want to be led by someone who doesn't even respect the constitution of our country? Would you want to be led by someone who's just going to act and create gimmicks and just, like, they will break the law just so they can claim that they want to be seen? You want to be led. Next thing, they're coming to your house unannounced because you're allowing them to break the laws. So that means they can come to your private property and demand IDs in your private property without even seeking permission. So you want that. These are not special task force and these people are not police. They don't even have the affidavit, or what's this thing where they ask for before a search warrant. They don't even have a warrant. Next thing, it starts like this, giving them smaller powers when they're breaking the laws like this, and saying no, they can get away with it until they come to your house. Until they come to your house, then you realize you messed up a lot.
For real. And as a person who wants to run the country, you can't be answering questions like that. It's so unprofessional. Like, then now you wanna make like,
she's ignorant.
Nah, she's very ignorant.
She's ignorant and she thinks she knows. You know, when I saw she thinks she knows, there when she was asked what is frontline state, instead of saying I don't know, please educate me, she insisted in trying to answer a question she does not know about. Even here with this video, you can clearly see she's not trying to learn. You know, when
she's
you are
so defensive. She's so defensive.
She doesn't want to learn. If you don't want to learn, you won't know things. You won't know anything. She doesn't want to learn. You can she doesn't know things. She doesn't want to learn.
Yes, she doesn't want to learn. We can clearly see she's so defensive, so ignorant.
She thinks she knows all, man.
And the way her whole perspective there, it gave me vibes like I can safely say she's xenophobic.
Yeah,
Because the
these
way she
people
was
are xenophobic.
answering and
They're
bringing
xenophobic,
up
these people.
foreigners saying we are crazy, they must take their kids to. So that means, in other ways, you don't want them to come to the public schools, while the government school saying that whether you're a foreigner or South African, you should enroll into the school. So who are you
And
now
that's what
trying
the law
to?
says, you know. You know, sometimes we can be very unhappy with certain things, but if those things, that's the law, that's the law. The law is not always going to be fair, but it's the law.
Yeah.
And we can't have a situation where we give people powers to break the law just because somehow you like them. What happens now when those people, you give them so much powers, they can even come to your house and put a gun in your head?
Mm-hmm.
That means you can even allow that. That means this thing can get to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
No, then don't allow them to even break one single law. Because if you allow them, they're gonna break all of them. And then coming for you,
Because they're
coming for your
already
kids.
doing, and the way she's throwing like Constitution and like law, what law 32 point,
She doesn't know
like
things. She doesn't know. She must go and learn.
no, maybe she was just reading through and then she picked the one that suits the whole organization or the movement, and she ran away with it.
She read the main topic. She does, you know, the main topic is written this, and then they paraphrase like this about this. She doesn't even finish like words about this. Okay, she runs with it. She doesn't know the law.
She ran away with it and she's not looking back.
Yeah,
And she doesn't want to be corrected.
She doesn't want to be corrected.
No, someone like that can't run the country, guys.
Yeah, she's too
arrogant.
arrogant. She's
she
very
cannot
arrogant.
run the country. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And would you want a woman to run the country?
Yeah, but not her. Yeah, not this one though.
Right?
Definitely not her. And not anyone in a second, because there's a bunch of people who don't know things. It's a bunch of people who don't know things.
So ignorant, we can see, and we can see from the people that follow her too.
Imagine now she doesn't know the laws that have everything to do with what her organization is about. Imagine now when she has to, now she has to be in charge of the laws in relation to business, the laws in relation to economics, the laws in relation to international trade, the imports. Oh, Uzokulega. Uzokulega is gonna fall down. Oh, Yomkalela.
I know.
She must go to school, man.
Don't support her character, and actually.
So, and these things, all these laws we're talking about, they are in relation with her organization and what her organization has to do. But also not bringing laws of something that she's not part of. The frontline state, hence they asked her about that, because it's directly correlated with her organization. These laws about education, enrollment of kids, they are directly, and she doesn't even know that the principal is not even the one to hold accountable in a situation like this. So you can't say the principal is actually doing crime. It has nothing to do with the principal.
Hence the minister, that guy from the Department of Education had to step up.
Yeah, he step up and referred her, go to, if you want this urgently, since there's a case and you think the case is delayed, go to the immigration guys.
And at the end, it's like, I don't know who you are, but okay.
Yeah, now she's trying to act like somehow she's the bigger man. He's like, I don't know who you are. Yeah, but yeah, we thank you for coming. We didn't even know you were gonna approach. Like,
that's so unprofessional. Very unprofessional, very unacceptable.
Yeah.
As a person who wants to run the country, people
she would never run the country.
People are looking at her like that.
I think we should stop saying as a person who wants to run the country, because she will never run the country. Would you just talk without saying that statement? And from now going on. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video. Peace.